Can you imagine the roar of the Camp Nou introducing a new winger, electric with pace and purpose that hugs the touchline, blurring past defenders, igniting hope and signaling a new era? That is exactly what Nico Williams is, and today we do celebrate the story of his journey from Bilbao's heart to Barcelona's dream. Nico Williams has made his decision. He has informed Athletic Club that he is going to be leaving the club and going to FC Barcelona. Nico Williams' decision to leave Athletic Club for Barcelona is more than just a transfer. It is the convergence of personal ambition and collective vision, promising to fine-tune Barcelona's attack and inspire a generation hungry for more titles, more trophies, and hopefully to repeat exactly what they did last season to win the domestic treble, if not even more. And let me tell you, it has been a long time coming because Nico Williams grew up in the shadows of San Mamés, molded by Athletic Club. He was the hope of Bilbao and the player around whom a project was to be built. But eventually, Nico Williams' history was going to change, right? Because there was only so much that he could do at a team like Athletic Club. His ambition was much greater than that, and that is why when the lure of Barcelona, its history, its trophies, its promise of playing alongside friends like Lamine Yamal, it proved to be irresistible. It was an offer that you just cannot refuse, and Nico Williams wants to be part of this big story that Barcelona is building. Nico Williams is not just a dribbler, he is a storm on the wing. Last season, only Lamine Yamal completed more take-ons per 90 minutes in La Liga, and while both trailing just behind Manchester City's Jermaine Doku across Europe's top leagues. So can you imagine Lamine Yamal on the right with Nico Williams on the left? It's going to be dangerous. It's going to be insane. The amount of take-on completion rates per 90, it's going to be too much for all defenses in the league. And yes, we know we have Raphinha, who had 21 Champions League goal contributions. That cannot be underestimated. But Nico Williams will give you something different. Somebody who can terrorize fullbacks with his relentless drive on the ball. His style is not just about statistics alone, as a matter of fact, but about stretching defenses, creating chaos, and offering Barcelona a new string to Flick's attacking bow. And here's the thing, right? Like, the more I think about it, right? Like, football is a game of moments, but greatness is built on decisions. Nico Williams' choice echoes the journeys of legends who left comfort for more challenge. It's just like how Barcelona once welcomed Ronaldinho, Neymar, and Suarez. They wanted more of a challenge. They wanted something bigger and something greater. And with Nico Williams, it is the exact same story. So to Nico and to us, this is him turning the page from Bilbao to FC Barcelona. And I do recognize and I do see, coming from the Athletic Club fans and even the player himself, there is some pain on this move, but it is a move that has to be made. To give you guys a better understanding on what Barcelona is trying to do and why we have not signed Nico Williams as of yet is because they're waiting until July 1st to pay the 58 to 62 million euro release clause. The club does want to ensure the deal fits within the new financial year, not in this financial year that we're currently in, that it ends on June 30th. If Barcelona were to sign Nico Williams right now and pay the release clause right now, they're going to be taking this transfer into the accounts of the summer of 2025, meaning that we're not going to be able to sign more players after Nico. They want to push the Nico operation for the accounts in the next summer, not in this summer. They want to come in on July 1st free and to be able to sign whoever they do want after Nico Williams. And in the meantime, Barcelona in the next 8 to 10 days, they are working on exits like Sergi Dominguez to Dinamo for 1.2 million euros, or Astragala to Granada, or Ansu Fati to Monaco. Laporta is really working. And like we have said, right, despite the fierce competition from Bayern Munich, the fact that they have been offering Nico Williams higher wages compared to FC Barcelona, Nico Williams just does not want to move there. His heart is set at Barcelona and nothing more. On the pitch, Nico Williams' traditional wing play, it does complement Raphinha's tendency to drift inside, allowing for both to coexist and giving coach Hansi Flick tactical flexibility. It's highly likely Flick will be using Raphinha as a number 10 with Nico Williams on the left and Dani Olmo as the number 9. That is the sporting plan. So in the end, that is going to be the conclusion. Nico Williams is not coming to Barcelona not to just play, but to make history. I think that all of us have to do a great job on welcoming him with open arms and open hearts. And let's be prepared for his adjustment at the club. Who knows? What if Nico Williams needs more time to adjust to understand how Barcelona should be playing? No matter what does happen, we have to be there with 110% support. So speaking about left wingers, I also do want to speak about Jan Virgili, a left winger that has been eyed on by Hansi Flick. And so let's do this.
Trotzdem im richtigen Moment gucken, vielleicht können wir auch nochmal da eben nach vorne spielen, eine Chance rausspielen. Und Virgili dribbelt wieder los, ist kaum aufzuhalten. Jan Virgili im Strafraum. Virgili! Was passieren kann jederzeit, das wissen wir mittlerweile. Vor allem, wenn er hier so viel Raum kriegt, Virgili. Virgili gegen Wurm, steckt den super durch für Garcia. Achtung!
Ladies and gentlemen, to the Barcelona fans and the passionate football enthusiasts, today we gather to witness the power of youth, determination, and the Barcelona spirit embodied in one extraordinary moment and from one player, and that is Jan Virgili, an 18-year-old winger whose performance against Germany under 19 on June 23rd, 2025 amplifies how individual brilliance can emerge from the crucible of high-stakes competition. I do not know if you guys have seen that match between Spain and Germany for the under 19 championship, but that game was amazing. It was a total of 120 minutes played. It was pure football madness. A total of 11 goals, and in the midst of all of that, a young Catalan weaving magic when his country really did need him the most. And in a semi-final match that will be remembered as one of the greatest matches in UEFA under 19 championship history, Jan Virgili didn't just play football, he wrote poetry with his feet. Jan's performance against Germany under 19 demonstrated that true championships are forged not in comfortable victories, but in the fire of adversity, where I believe technical brilliance does meet mental resilience to create moments of pure sporting transcendence. Jan is an 18-year-old youngster who can play on the left wing and also on the right wing position. And earlier last season, back in August 2024, he started off in Juvenil A, but it did not take long for him to debut for Barça Athletic, and now he has a contract until 2027, and he renewed back in March 2025. This is a player that Barcelona do really bet on, and the fact that he was able to distribute such a performance against Germany under 19, it showcases that this is a player that Barcelona might see in the first team very soon. Standing at 1.77 meters tall and blessed with a right foot that speaks the language of La Masia, Jan embodies what Spanish newspaper Sport describe as a striker who can play in any forward position and thrives on the wing and can operate on both flanks. Powerful with a great change of pace, he possesses the versatility that defines football excellence. And like I've said, his journey through the Barcelona's ranks tells a story of progressive development. Where he was at previously at Gimnàstic de Tarragona, in that youth academy, he netted 18 goals, even though he did not play as a central striker. When he joined Barcelona's under 19 squad in August 2024, he really started that big transition. He's a full-time Barça Athletic player and showcasing that he can also step up for the Spanish national team. And throughout the whole course of the 2024-2025 season, he has accumulated 27 appearances across all competitions, scoring 8 goals and providing 5 assists in 1,610 minutes of play. His UEFA Youth League statistics were also very impressive, with 10 matches played, 4 goals and 3 assists in 794 minutes. That is an average of 1 goal contribution every 113 minutes. And so to do that and then to continue your form in a European championship, it is amazing. Just to give you guys some context on how big this match was, Spain and Germany represented more than a football match. It was a collision of football philosophies. Spain, the defending champions, faced a German side that has already demonstrated their attacking power by scoring in a remarkable 5-5 draw with England just days earlier. And so Germany entered this game with a lot of confidence, having scored 12 goals in their previous 3 matches, while Spain had been more measured in their approach, way more conservative. So the stage was set before this game, right? Only to find out it became the highest goal-scoring match in the under 19 Euro finals history. And let me tell you, Jan was a substitute. He did not play full time. He entered the match on the 81st minute, replacing Antonio Cordero when Spain trailed 2-1 against Germany. And at that moment, everything did seem like it was going to fade away after Germany was leading on the 78th minute. And I do think that, in that moment, the decision to introduce Jan reflected tactical wisdom born from necessity, and Germany had demonstrated a lot of resilience through that tournament, and Spain needed fresh legs at that moment and a creative spark to unlock something different. And what followed up was a masterclass in terms of an impact substitution. He first provided an amazing assist, creating a through ball that looked almost impossible to execute, and then he had a goal to himself where he ran down the left flank, very similar to how Nico Williams plays his football today, running down and bursting through that left flank, looking unbeatable, defeating his marker and scoring the goal all on his own. It was a solo goal, and that is what led towards Spain going for the 5-5 scoreline. And the goal itself is pure technical execution and a lot of mental clarity that you could do this, you can get through this and finish off this play. There's a lot of pace in this game, directness that really did most likely caught Hansi Flick's attention for Barcelona's first team preseason preparation. We already know how Hansi Flick likes to execute his team and what he wants his wingers to do especially. He wants his wingers to be very direct, to be daring, to be dangerous in open spaces. Jan Virgili brings you the speed, the directness, the power through dribbling, his ability to maintain composure under extreme pressure. Knowing the context of this game especially, I think it did caught Hansi Flick's attention. All in all, he did seal the deal with that assist that we previously talked about on the 119th minute. It was incredible, and it led towards Spain winning Germany 6-5. A through ball to Pablo Garcia that just looked once again impossible. I'm like, bro, how did you even find that pass? How do you even find the player? Jan Virgili's performance showcased the complete skill set that has made him one of La Masia's most promising prospects. His goal demonstrated his ability to execute under pressure, driving at pace, maintaining balance, and finishing with precision beneath the goalkeeper. And looking at the broader narrative of Barcelona's academy excellence, La Masia is producing again, and we can see another player potentially emerge into the first team very soon. I cannot promise you guys if this could be a player that can for sure be in the first team, but I know for a fact eventually, whether it is in this summer or in the next summer, Jan Virgili will be a player that we will be talking about for many seasons. His progression from the youth divisions to Barça Athletic cannot be underestimated, and I think that this is the newest case on how La Masia brings up their players and who they are and what they could be. His ability to operate across multiple positions, his comfort in possession, and his understanding of space and movement all speak to the comprehensive education provided by La Masia. And so there are so many La Masia players that I am very much looking forward to going into the preseason, like Tony Fernandez, Gulli Fernandez, Jofre Torrens, and now we do have our newest player, Jan Virgili. We'll see what he could do. It's going to be fascinating. And so that is it. That is going to be wrapping up today's video. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you guys in the next one.